Hello Floral Today followers. Today we're starting Floral Fridays, and this is where we're going to be bringing you fun baking tips with fresh floral designs, video reviews, our favorite books of the week, anything that's kind of fun and floral and we think that could interest you or you might want to try out. So stay tuned for all the fun things we find throughout the industry. For our first ever Floral Friday that we're starting today, we are going to be bringing you 5 of our favorite videos of the week. This ranges from videos from 2 years ago up to days ago, but they show a range of care and handling to designing to designers and kind of really cool, interesting things that they're doing that we find impressive and kind of inspirational. So we hope you enjoy. We're going to start off with one of my favorite educators in the US, and that's Leanne Kessler of the Floral Design Institute. And the video link will be on the bottom for all the videos, but her video is nested hand-tied floral bouquets, and she's teaching you how to do a very awesome technique of making a huckleberry collar and also kind of a structure to build your bouquet into that can be reused in many different designs and applications afterward. She doesn't use a lot of product, which I love. I don't love a ton of stuff in a design. Sometimes you see me do these things, but with just quick, simple hand ties, I think it's very impacting to use lesser products. In this bouquet, she had mini hydrangeas, she had parrot tulips, ranunculus, wax flower, and she goes through, she knows all the names, she tells you all the products she's using. She also gives you different techniques on how to keep yourself organized and do it quickly. The one thing that I found to be a little bit challenging was it's a little hard to see because it is a very dark structure. Some of the flowers are a little bit darker. Absolutely beautiful, but I wish that you could kind of see it clearer. But other than that, it's a great technique to learn. It's very quick, it's very simple. You can apply it to wedding bouquets, you can apply it to everyday work. She shows you it in a vase and she shows it as a hand-tied so that you do not have to think just in a box. It can really be applied to anything. Our next favorite video of the week is the Floral Perspective Outside the Vase with Beth O'Reilly, AISD. She is one of the 3 finalists for the Mayish Design Star for this year, and I really love this video. It is one of my favorites. I'm going to say it is one of my favorites because she went outside the box. Not a lot of people do an abstract, freeform design style. I don't think a lot of people are confident really in the US with it. You might not agree with me, but it takes a very knowledgeable hand to do it correctly with proper line and all of your principles and elements executed correctly. She had beautiful product from Mayish Wholesale Florist who puts on the Mayish Design Star competition. She also had very great tips on how to put water tubes onto the branches, how to make your structure. My 1 or 2 things that kind of drove me a little crazy is it's hard to see her designs with them all on top of each other. It's very like colored, and since it is a freeform abstract style of design, there's a lot of negative space, a lot of airiness, and everything kind of just blended in with each other. I don't know if a solid backing or what could have made me happier, but I just wish I could have seen it better because I could tell they were beautiful designs, but you really had to like focus just on that. It took away from her designing just to see the beautiful designs that she had. I loved her color palette. There's a very light pinkish color with the Gloriosa lilies. I loved always green and white, very clean, very refreshing. I do love the accent decor branches. The Matsumoto branches go in everything. One other thing that kind of drove me a little nuts is I've always been taught to never put 2 stems in one water tube because it is a very small water source. I understand if it's just going to be for a very short time. If I was going to be doing this design, I would just put the extra water tube in there. It's not that much more to charge your customer or to design with. And so it just makes me a little nervous because there is hydrangeas and other products together. I don't think double water tubing something, 2 stems in 1 water tube. Is necessarily a good idea? Yeah, again, absolutely gorgeous design. Very interesting to see how to make it. It really kind of is a design that can show your individuality while still being very high-end, very upscale, very artistic. We wish her all the luck in the competition as somebody that's showing his techniques but going outside the box and doing things that not the everyday florist would confidently do. Our next video is actually Leanne Kessler, again from the Floral Design Institute, but this is a hydrangea care and handling video, and where this isn't just I do this and this is the only way I do it. Leanne shows you how to do different steps for different situations with the hydrangea. She doesn't quick dip every time. She doesn't do boiling hot water every time. But she brings you through different situations that could use different types of care and handling, which I really appreciate because as someone that only does alum or just shows a lot of fiber, that's what I've been taught in different shops. And everybody has their own preferred method of conditioning their flowers, but she shows you why you're doing that specific conditioning step. She starts with basic, showing your fibers, putting it in floral treated water so that if they're coming fine, they're not super dehydrated or worn out, they should be perfectly fine. She shows you how to use quick dip, how to use the alum, where to get the products. One thing that I wish she would have told us was where she got the floral products versus the alum or the hot water, which you can easily get from a grocery store or your sink. I would like to know where she got her quick dip or her floral food, why she prefers that company. I believe that it is an Oasis quick dip. I'm not completely sure. I could be wrong, but I would have just liked to have known, see what her preference were. I like to kind of know what people's favorites are and kind of why they're using it. It was a quick film and I really appreciate seeing why she did those different types of techniques to her hydrangeas. It is a flower that a lot of people question. It's a treatment a lot of people question. And Gerber daisies and other kind of iffy flowers can be also put into the same category of using alum or how to treat them properly to get them to last longer, and what else do we want than having our flowers last longer and being beautiful for longer. Next video is like one of those events I would love to go. It's on my bucket list. It's the Philadelphia Flower Show. It always lands on things when I can't get to it, but I would love to see it. This year, the winner of the Best in Show was AIFD, and that team was led by Ron Mulray, AIFD. It was absolutely beautiful, and in the video, you're going to be seeing Ron Mulray and the AIFD team's full designs and display, but you're also going to be seeing the Schaefer team, which has won multiple years in a row and also has done multiple stage presentations and actually got married at the Philadelphia Flower Show. Throughout the whole entire video, it talks, and also throughout the video, it tells you kind of their inspiration. It shows you all their colors and kind of the background of the design, which I appreciate. For someone, I don't want to see a beautiful film of pretty designs. I want to know why they designed it that way, kind of what was going on in their mind, so that I can appreciate their design brain and what they did. It's a good thing to check out. It's very interesting designs, very interesting colors. It's one of those shows in the US that blows your mind away. It kind of, even as a floral designer, you walk in and you want to know how they did that, or you just get excited and giddy like a little kid because it's things that you don't experience every day. It's things that get your creative juices pumping. So I would love to go to that show someday. I've got it on my list of things to do, but I really love the Philadelphia Horticulture Society video of the Philadelphia Flower Show. This is just the AIFD design, the Schaefer designs, as I said, but absolutely gorgeous design. Congratulations to Ron Mulray and the AIFD team on an amazing display, but the Schaefer team also, because the design work and detailing is absolutely gorgeous in both designs. Our last video is one of my favorite designers. He knows he's one of my favorite designers. It's Joe Massey from the UK. And this is from a couple years ago. I think it is about 2 years. In a couple days, it will be 2 years old. And these were 3 beautiful gowns that he made for a fashion show, I believe. It is actually titled Floral Couture of Kildare Village by Joe Massey. And it is part of a runway, but also a festival for the village. And it is for the Chic Summer Festival. And the 3 dresses are phenomenal. His work is always phenomenal. His attention to detail and color is completely exceptional. And in the video, you're going to see the monarch dress, you're going to see a beautiful blue dress, and then a daisy dress. He explains to you in very, very knowledgeable detail what the names of the products were. The handmade applique that took, I believe he says, 300 hours, which is just bonkers. But that's where you see the beautiful things, is when those hours of detail come through. It's just, he mesmerizes you by telling you how he did the design, or what inspired him, or why he did it. It is one of my favorite designs to this day. I love floral fashion, where this is done with fresh flowers and permanent botanicals. It's still so impacting and such high quality that it looks like full fresh gowns. Joe has done full fresh gowns that blow my mind anyways, but these are one of those pieces that you can always go back to and keep learning. Even though it's from 2 years ago, that is the epitome of a design that will forever be able to be picked apart by designers and inspire us. I want to thank you for stopping by for this fun-filled Floral Friday, and click subscribe so we can keep up with you on every Friday or any fun adventures we go on. If you like the video, click like. Make sure to check out all the links below to go check out the videos. But show your support to other florists that are online showing their work. It takes a lot of confidence to get out there and do interviews and show your work to the world, because you never know how it'll be perceived. So make sure you're leaving comments on my YouTube, make sure you're leaving comments on their YouTube. It's the only way we learn what you want. So thank you for joining us again, and we'll see you next week.